On today's program, we travel to the Bristol Bay region, southwestern Alaska.
Southeast Alaska.
It's a job. It's what we do. It's who we are. Hello and welcome to Heartbeat Alaska, Native News and Native Information. I'm Jeannie Green, so nice to have you with us. Thanks for joining us today. We have a very special program for you. On the last few shows, we've been announcing a blues rock and roll band called Indigenous. Indigenous are a wonderful group. They're a family, and their story is an interesting one. They started playing music in their garage on the reservation. These members of this Sioux family then started playing around the rock and roll circuit and are now well known across America. Native American rock and roll and blues band. By the way, you can see them live for their first time ever concert in Alaska on June 8th for the Blues on the Green concert at Kincaid Park. I'll be back with Indigenous right after this.
Hi, my name is Herman Ahsoak. I'm from Barrow, Alaska. Heartbeat Alaska will be back in a moment.
Heartbeat Alaska is brought to you in part by Coastal Villages Region Fund. Thank you, CVRF, for your support of Heartbeat Alaska. And
by the Nature Conservancy of Alaska, working with Alaska's rural communities to conserve and protect our natural heritage.
Hi, I'm Mark from Scan Home, and we are proud to sponsor Heartbeat Alaska.
Scan Home, serving all of Alaska's home and office furnishing needs. Thank you, Scan Home, for making Heartbeat Alaska possible.
Heartbeat Alaska is brought to you in part by Brown's Electric Lighting Gallery. Thank you, Brown's Electric, for your generous support of Heartbeat Alaska. Heartbeat Alaska is sponsored in part by Chugach Alaska Corporation.
Support for this program provided by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alaska. We've been here since before Alaska was a state, and we'll be here when you need us. We're here. We're with you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alaska.
Welcome back. Today we present Indigenous, the whole program of Indigenous, the Sioux rock and roll blues band with their very own special brand of music. They're known nationwide in part because they've been on Conan O'Brien, CNN, and Good Morning America, among other national programs. And now they're on Heartbeat Alaska, America's premier Native American Alaska Native news and information program. And here they are, a whole program of Indigenous.
I always wanted to play drums, but I never got a chance to.
Well, me and Wandbi, we came in afterwards. Mato was already playing guitar then, and he's already, doing stuff, practicing stuff like that. While we were just running around having fun, And then after, she's probably maybe a couple of years or so, maybe a year. Then me and Wandbi got into it.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, we just sat down and just learned songs together. Our dad would bring songs out, and just we were basically an instrumental band when we first started out, and we just did like a lot of the old Venture stuff and stuff like that.
A lot of
all kinds of
Santana, a lot of Santana tunes. We used to we could play any Santana song.
But back to the beginning, our mom and dad would go out and play and sing with us. When we first started going out and touring, and after that they said somebody's got to sing, and we can't tour with you guys forever. So, so nobody in the band wanted to sing, so I said, well, I'll try it.
what you want. So baby, why you wanna let go? You got me peeping, got me hiding, got me peep, hide, peeping. Any way you wanna let it go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got me doing what you want. So baby, why you want me to do?
I've never really sat down and said, well, I'm gonna write a song today. You know, it's never happened that way. It just kind of, just kind of flowed. And for me, I kind of feel like if I start getting into try to think about it too much, then it would lose, I lose a little bit. Then, it'll be me like, hey, he was thinking about it instead of letting it flow,
Like even when we were in the studio recording songs, it gets crazy because, we'll all sit around and we'll go through the jam, whatever we got going, we'll play it, one time and, all right, let's, put it down. So, we record it once and then, who's ever, so we try it again and then, we keep doing that, it starts falling apart after a while.
Yeah.
We're not the type of,
over and over.
I don't think we're the type of band that can keep doing the same thing over and over, and we'll do it maybe similar, but it's never really the same. And somehow it always ends up being the first take that we done, and that's what it always comes right back to is me and him are starting to, get together on stuff, whether before I was, I'm gonna do my stuff and, you do your stuff. And I was always kind of scared to, bring my, my music to the, to the band because I didn't think it was, really fit what we were doing, but I was pretty much proven wrong that it is just it is what it what it is. So it's getting cool now.
her heart is turned to stone. Because of the things we do. And we don't want to change the things we do. Oh yeah.
Hey, you told me to call? So can I stay for another hour or so? 11. Okay, Mom.
Let your kids be who they are, but know what they're doing.
I am an actor. I'm a woman, I'm Native, and I vote. And I don't leave it to others to tell me what matters. To me, every issue is a woman's issue. Every issue is a Native issue. Whatever your issue is, be heard. No boxes, no masks. I am Alaska. You are Alaska. Vote.
All across Alaska, there are people working hard to make this a better place. There are people working to bring families and villages together, working to save lives, working to get you home. Grant Aviation, they'll get you home.
You know, because especially if it touches you in that way and it flows out that way, it's definitely a spiritual thing, you know. It's not a, you know, it's not something that, you know, anybody can, I don't think, you know, there's probably a few people that, you know, that do that, you know, that do that same thing, you know, that made me feel that way, you know, spiritually, and when I hear their music, you know, and there's very few that, you know, done that for me, and I just, you know, feel like I'm, you know, giving it back, you know, like what I'm doing is, I'm saying thanks for teaching me this, you know, and teaching me what I'm learning now.
Moon is shining, all through the night. Dark clouds are raging down memory lane. Will you understand? Just tell me where you are. Just tell me where you are. Clouds keep rolling. Time keeps in tune. I look to the future. Love shines bright on through. Will you, little star? Just tell me where you are. Where are you, little star? Just tell me where you are. When hearts are lonely, while searching the truth, soft-hearted fools. This time is lost too. Where are you, little star? Just tell me where you are. Where are you, little star? Just tell me where you are. Oh. Thank you so much.
You know, sometimes it freaks me out, you know, to watch Matteau play or stuff, you know, just to see him play, and I know that, you know, he's not, you know, really checking out what he's doing. He's not, you know, one of those, you know, he has
Don't
to
take the
look,
time to...
yeah, he's looking, you know, looking at his guitar, you know, and you know, over, you know, I think 80–90% of the time he's playing, his eyes are closed, you know, he's never watching what he's doing, or he's never, you know, paying attention to what's going on around him. You know, so a couple times fight break out and they'd fall on the stage and stuff, and he'd still be playing. You know, it's like, go ahead, you guys, just keep going. You know, don't stop. And you know, it gets really freaky just to feel that, you know, that energy or whatever it is that's, you know, goes on whenever you play.
by your side, be by your side, yeah. Whoa. I don't care about what people say. They can say anything, they can't keep me from you. Can't keep me from you, yeah.
Heartbeat Alaska will be right back.
Each week, Heartbeat Alaska brings you great stories from all over the state. And we couldn't do it without the generous support of Frontier Flying Service. Frontier gets our camera crews where they need to go. So whenever you see a Frontier plane, give them a wave.
Say hi from Nuxet.
You might just be on Heartbeat Alaska.
Frontier Flying Service, covering Alaska for over 50 years.
Bye, Dad. Bye, Junior.
From generation to generation, the passing down of tradition has been the native way.
You never eat snow because it'll get you tired.
Survival in the Alaska wilderness depends on one's knowledge of ancient native secrets.
Nowadays we carry this. Always carry it next to your body. It's water.
Purity guaranteed. Aquafina.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Indigenous. And I hope to see you here in Anchorage, Alaska at Kincaid Park for Blues on the Green, presented by Blues Central. And Indigenous will be one of the featured performers there. Indigenous, all Sioux. They're a family. Isn't that interesting? And the sister plays the drums. I wouldn't miss this for anything. Please join us. That's June 8th at Kincaid Park. We'll see you then. God bless every one of you. We'll see you next week.
Got me running, got me hiding, got me run, hide, run anywhere you want to let it go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got me doing what you want me, so baby, why you want